This is WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. The NBA is heating up and the playoffs are just a few months away. Here to talk all things pro basketball is Bijan, Pulley, JJ Wooders, Julian Carrera, and Daniel Clarke. With the NBA heading into the home stretch, the Eastern Conference, to a lot of fans, is still wide open despite the Pistons being comfortably in first place in the East. Julian, I'll start with you. Why do you think the Pistons are being overlooked despite their success?
It's got to be their perimeter defense. I mean, you know, the Pistons are absolutely dominant in the paint. They don't call them K and M for no reason. But when it comes to the perimeter, when it comes to three-point shooting, they're way out of their league, and especially on the defensive side of the ball. Whenever they go up against more competitive teams, they shoot way less threes. Compared to the Thunder, their recent win, they shot half as many threes, and when they lost to the Spurs on Monday, Devin Vassell was getting way too many open looks. Wemby and Fox had some of their worst shooting performances, but it didn't matter because they allowed way too many open looks at the three from Devin Vassell, from Julian Champagne. It was ridiculous. So if the Pistons want to get taken seriously, got to work on that perimeter defense.
Bijan, what's your inkling with the Pistons?
I got to go with their half-court offense struggles. According to cleantheglass.com, Detroit ranks 18th, which is below average, in half-court points per play per 100 possessions with 96.9. The reason they're so bad, and the teams around them, are the Rockets, the Hawks, and the Jazz. Guess where all their teams are? The Hawks and the Jazz. The Hawks are a playing team. The Jazz are actively tanking, and the Rockets, we're going to talk about them later. They have their own issues in their half-court offense. But the reason the Pistons struggle so much is because they're a poor shooting team from deep and a low-volume shooting team from deep. Since the start of the new year, they have the 9th worst three-point percentage in the league at 34.7 and shoot the 5th fewest three-point attempts at 32 attempts a night. They have multiple guys they can help off of, plus the lack of a secondary creator outside Cade. Teams can load up on him and force the rest of the team to beat them. And then you're asking, what, Tobias Harris to beat you? Dennis Jenkins to beat you? Ron Holland, who can't shoot, Asar can't shoot, Jalen Duren, non-floor spacer. It's just like there's too many help points, and that's why their half-court offense struggles. And that doesn't give them a formula to go deep in the postseason.
Very analytical from you, analytical from you, Bijan.
Yeah, that's the first question. Holy crap. Jeez, that's a lot of stats.
Man,
I got nothing to say.
I mean, how do you follow that up? How do you follow that up?
This guy doesn't talk NBA at all. According to glassclean.com, I actually looked this up on ESPN.com. It's where the Pistons were 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they were in last, and now they're in first. I feel like fans, community in the NBA is not going to really take a team like this seriously. They've made some good decisions over the last year, firing Monty Williams and signing for JB Bickerstaff for their head coach. They have some experience on this team, not a lot of experience on this team, but I feel like that if they want to be taken seriously, they got to step it up. And I mean, step it up is just a very cliche, rhetorical thing, but they're young too, so who knows? I feel like that if they keep this up for another year or two after this, they'll be taken seriously. But I just feel like the other teams just have more experience down there.
JJ?
And that's where I'm going to go with experience. I mean, a lot of people in the NBA community don't think this team has enough experience. I mean, they lost to the Knicks in the first round last year. People feel like they have to make it to at least the conference finals to then finally be able to get to an NBA final. So this team is super young still, and people just think this team doesn't have experience. But I think this team is ready, though.
We're sticking in the Eastern Conference as the Cavs, since traded for James Harden, the Beard, they now appear to be the favorites out of the Eastern Conference. I'll go to you, Clarke. Do you think the Cavs are the favorites out of the East?
I don't think so, and I think it's going to become because of lack of team chemistry. You have James Harden on your team, and I think automatically there's baggage with James Harden on your team. Yeah, he's up there in age. He could still shoot the three ball. We haven't seen any of it in the playoffs from James Harden. Sure, they've been 13-3 in their last 16 games dating back to late January, but the trades they made, sure, they're playing fine right now, but I think they played too much hero ball, that Cavs team. You have Donovan Mitchell, who's a stud. You have Jaren Allen, who's going to be down there at the paint being a stud as well. But you have all these guys that are not playing their role specifically, and they're just going to keep playing hero ball. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Bijan?
Honestly, as we stand right now today, I think the Cavs, for me, are the favorites out east. It's just because of their formula. They have two high-end creators in Harden and Mitchell, and they have two great play finishers in Mobley and Jared Allen. Mitchell and Harden are going to draw two on the ball a ton, and guess what? With those great play finishers, they can take advantage of that, either getting to the rim, or if someone comes down and stops them getting to the rim, guess what? They have all those high-end shooting around them. They have 6 shooters that defenses have to respect, and 7 when Max Strus hopefully comes back. So, and they also have an elite rim protecting duo in Mobley and Allen. They have multiple good point of attack defenders in Keon Ellis, Dean Wade, and Max Strus when he comes back. they just have the formula that screams to me of a team that can make it to the finals.
Julian?
They are absolutely not the team to beat, and it's because of James Harden. He is this 6-letter word we like to call washed. Stephen A. Smith said it best. This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. There's no disrespect to the man whatsoever, but he is washed. He cannot play anymore. All right? If this were before the trade, I actually would have considered the Cavs a threat. The system that they had with Darius Garland was very efficient, but they traded him away for a 36-year-old scoring option who's not even a real scorer.
No, 100%. I'm with
I mean,
you.
this guy, mid-season, he was averaging 25 points per game. Here's a Bijan stat line for you. Since he was traded to the Cavs, has not scored over 25 once. And this is the man they traded for as their scoring option. And the fact that you want to tell me that the Cavs are contenders because they have James Harden on their team, are we serious?
No, because they also have Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. The
Oh my
rotation.
God, they have Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder.
Hey, don't sleep with my boy Keon Ellis, though. Don't sleep with my boy Keon Ellis.
I'd give more respect to Dennis Schroeder, Nets legend, by the way.
That's a fair argument, Julian.
Exactly. No, but you said what? Why does the Cavs deserve respect?
I mean, just their formula. They have high-end offense, high-end defense, and they have the complementary guys around them. That's it.
So
you can think differently, but
what every other team in the league has.
well, the teams out east don't have that at the same level, except for Boston. If Tatum comes back and he's 100% or even like 90%.
I guess.
And we're going to counteract that with JJ's answer because you were talking about James Harden.
Yeah, it is James Harden. I mean, this is the honeymoon phase. It's the honeymoon phase with James Harden. Every time he goes to a new team, oh, they look so good. But guess what? When it comes to April, when it comes to May, he's nowhere to be found. Like, the cops have to legit go find him because there's nowhere to be found. I mean, people shouldn't be fooled by this point. When it's playoff time, James Harden's not going to be found. This Cavs team is going to fail again, and we're going to be talking about this during July, August, September of why this team couldn't win. It's going to be because of that beard, that guy that has a Velcro for a beard. He has Velcro in that beard.
Does he wear a fat suit, too?
Yes.
Allegedly.
After trading for Kevin Durant this past offseason, the Rockets went from a young, fun team to now having real expectations. But since January 1st, this looks less likely, to be frank. JJ, I'll go to you. What do you think the Rockets' ceiling is?
Well, since January 1st, the record for the Rockets has been 17-11. The offensive rating over 113 points a game, defensive rating just a little over 110 points a game, and their net rating 2.5. I mean, this Houston Rockets team is just, I don't know, man. This team is just, they have a lot of struggles. I mean, I only see them getting to the conference finals this year because you got KD, you got Şengün, you got Amen Thompson. They're good enough to get you to the conference finals, but they have too many holes to be an NBA finals team. So their ceiling this year is a conference finals team.
Corb, how far do you see the Rockets going in 2020?
I'm going to go a little crazy. I think that they might be first-round exits. Sure, the shooting stats have been fine for the most part this season, but they're bottom 10 in points per game. And I think of where they sit right now, if they're going to be comfortably in that 3 seed, I think that the Lakers and the Nuggets, either of those teams can beat the Rockets. Oh, Bijan's laughing. So I must be wrong. Bijan's laughing at me. But as from the wise words of Mr. Matthew Zoppi, Kevin Durant is a diva. So first round exit.
Wow, a Zoppi quote. Never thought I'd see that. So,
Julian?
Yeah, they're second-round exits. I mean, listen, the West is just way too competitive. If the season ended today, they'd end up playing the Lakers, who I think they outright just lose. But let's say they catch a lucky break. Let's say they beat the Lakers, right?
it's not
You got the Spurs or the Thunder to go against in the second round. They don't beat either of those. I would be dumbfounded if they managed to beat any of these teams. Because, frankly, and it's the same problem with the Pistons. They cannot shoot at the 3. They're one of the worst. He's another Bijan stat line. They are, not 28th in three-point shooting in terms of 3 points made per game. Like, they can't do it from the 3. How do you expect to compete with teams like
Cleanglass.com. Girl, bye.
I love that Bijan's like influencing the young. I love that. He's influencing the books.
The impact on the youth, I guess.
And I will go to you, Bijan. What do you think the Rockets' ceiling is in 2026?
I got to go with second round exit. And Carp, I was laughing not because you were wrong, because you think they're going to lose to the Lakers.
Girl, bye.
The Lakers suck. They're a second round exit because, I mean, Şengün, their second best player, and their second option has been slightly above or below average in his efficiency all year. Amen, his lack of an outside shot is destroying their half-court offense against playoff caliber teams. Teams can just have their big man guard him, but in reality, the the big man staying in the paint or roaming off him and providing help at the rim, and that really hurts Sengun, who does primarily of his scoring inside the rim and inside the paint in general. And their clutch time offense is really clunky because of those two, and they're missing Fred VanVleet, his impact as a ball handler, passer, and playmaker, pull-up shooting so much. And Steven Adams, they're missing his offensive rebounding. In the minutes Adams and Sengun shared the floor together, according to databallr.com, Houston grabbed over 41% of their offensive rebounds when Sengun and Adams were on the floor together. That was huge to their offensive formula, and now that's gone. It's okay if you're missing from three if you're going to grab over 41% of your misses.
Watching the clutch time, watching them in clutch time is pulling teeth. It's so bad.
It makes my eyes bleed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Over the past few weeks in the NBA, tanking has been a hot topic, with teams like the Jazz going to extreme lengths to lose games. And the commissioner, Adam Silver, and the committee have talked about different concepts to curb tanking. Bijan, it will go to you. Do you think the NBA has a tanking problem?
No, the NBA does not have a tanking problem. Tanking in the NBA has been around for over 40 years. In the 2020s alone, we've seen OKC and the Spurs tank for 3 to 4 years, and guess what? They get their star players. You get J-Dub and Chet in the top 12. The Pistons, you get Cade Cunningham, Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart, who was kind of outside the lottery, 16th overall pick, but let's just round up and say he's a lottery-worthy talent. Jalen during the lottery as well in the Spurs. You get Wemby, Castle, and Harper in the top 4, and guess what? It takes, after tanking for 3 to 4 years, guess what? Now they're all in the top seeds in the conference. It's just a natural circle of life in the NBA. You go all in with a core, it either works out or doesn't, and then you have to blow it up, restart from scratch, tank for 3 to 4 years, and then hopefully find your new guy or new guys and multiple superstars and build around them, and then go back all in. It's just a natural circle of life in the NBA. And most of these teams that have to do this are small market teams. Because if we're being real, you're not getting star free agents. You're not trading for stars. Because why would, if I'm Giannis, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to demand a trade. I'm going to Utah. No, that doesn't happen. So they need to get these guys via the draft to give themselves the best chance to succeed. It's just the natural circle of life. I don't know why Adam Silver is getting, in the competition committee, is getting, trying to make all these changes when NBA has been around before him, since he's been commissioner, and will be there still after he's no longer commissioner.
Corp, I know you have a lot to say with this tanking problem, because we know it's a occurrence amongst all sports, not just the NBA.
Yeah, I would say it's mostly a problem around the NBA and the NFL. Like, take a team like the Pacers, for example, who loses Tyrese Halliburton after making the finals literally the year before, and now they don't have their big guy, and now all of a sudden they're just going to, what it seems like, losing these games that they could very much win just to get a good pick in the draft, and now that you have a super team with Tyrese Halliburton and whoever they're going to draft in that first round next year. But I think that is a main problem in sports. I think it takes away from the integrity of the sports, not just in the NBA, in the NFL, in the Major League Baseball, hockey, in the same thing. I think that tanking has become more of a normalcy around sports, and now other teams are starting to pick up on it, and more teams are going to keep going and going and going, and people are going to have more and more of a problem with it.
So your solution for these small
I don't have a solution for it.
What
do you think
give me a sec.
Okay, I'm going to let you let you cook, Julian.
The floor is yours, Julian.
The floor is yours.
Your solution is that these terrible teams like the Pacers, they should just try as hard as possible, be mid, and then end up like the Kings, where you don't make the playoffs for 17 years because you can never get a good draft.
Well, there are teams that have in the past, even no matter what market they're in, been able to build good teams. I know probably you guys don't watch baseball. Look at the Tampa Bay Rays, for example. Over the last 10 years, in one of the smallest market teams, they have the second most wins in the American League in the last 15 years.
Okay, that's
just
cool.
for an example.
We're on the NBA.
I understand that, but he did say across all sports.
We're talking about a different
Fair enough.
I did say that.
Fair enough.
JJ, your opinions?
Carp is right, man. It's definitely a tanking problem. It's been a problem for millions of years, man. Like, the Sixers, if anybody remembers the process, the Sixers were tanking for 13 years. I mean, they had guys like Marcus Carter-Williams and Sixers legend Tony Voten on the team. Man. I mean, my goodness. Tanking is such a problem. It takes so much away from the integrity of the game. And the fans. Fans buy tickets to watch players play. What is the point of going to a game and watching guys like the fifth man off the bench and guys in the G League play? Come on, man. Play games. Play to win. Stop playing to lose games and then maybe get a top 5 pick, because it's a lottery pick. So you don't have a chance to, it's not guaranteed you're going to get a top 5 pick. You're probably going to get a pick in the number 8. So play the game. Stop being weird. Come on.
I mean, just to counteract your point, most fans of bad teams are fine with them being bad. For the Bulls, I mean.
Why would you be then if you're not a fan then?
No, you are a fan. For
being
example,
bad?
the Bulls, they've been mid for most of the 2020s, and Bulls fans have been crying for almost 5 years to finally tank. Guess what? They've lost 11 games in a row, and guess what? I'm seeing Bulls fans happy just for the sliver of hope.
They're not making effort though.
The effort they were doing was leading to playing exits. They wasn't doing anything.
I'm not trying to watch Mac McClung get 40 minutes in an NBA game. I'm not trying to watch that.
Well, okay, I'm sorry if you don't want to see Mac McClung play, but guess what? You're not watching that team anyway because they're at the bottom.
I was going to make a
What?
very valid point. You're telling me if teams like the Nets and the Kings actually started trying, you would watch them?
No, you don't watch the Kings anyway.
Yes, I would watch them.
You don't watch the Kings anyway.
I would
Lord
watch
knows,
them.
I don't watch
If
the Kings.
try,
They suck.
Do they not
You would
try? They
watch
don't
Igor
try.
Demine play
Okay,
40
they're
minutes
trying
of
and they're still
basketball
bad.
every
They
night?
don't try.
Oh my God, the Kings have been trying and they still can't win. They just won 2 games
They're
out of
just a
3
bad
for the first time
organization.
since October.
They're just a bad organization.
That's what the draft is for.
Thank
They're for
you.
the bad organization.
Like the Kings
But they
need
don't
help.
try. They're not trying
The
though.
Kings need help
They're
because
not
they're
trying.
incompetent. They need their
Don't keep
person
saying
to
that,
save their life.
y'all
They
keep saying
need
don't-
a savior
Y'all
because
keep
that's
saying
not
don't
coming in
try
free agency.
for 10 years to just be bad for 10 years.
No,
I
I'm saying-
as a fan, I'm not sitting there watching my
You're
team
not
be
a
bad
Kings
for 10
fan.
years.
Your team has been mid for most of the 2020s. Outside of 2 thick finals runs, JJ.
And what is your team right now?
Your team,
What is your
you
team
told
right
me
now?
you want the Heat to blow it up. You're tired of
I
watching them
want them to
ISO.
blow it up. I want them to, yeah.
Then yeah, what's the problem?
I want them to blow it
What's
up.
the
I want
problem?
them to blow it up. But they got to try in the process, though. They can't just sit there and blatantly
Trying
just
for
blow
what?
it up, get rid of everybody, and just start playing guys
JJ,
from
what
the
are they
power.
trying for? You just saw them get smoked out by Cleveland in the first round. They were trying, and they still weren't good enough.
I'm okay with that.
So what's the point?
I'm okay with that. At least they gave effort.
You are
At
not.
least
You
they
have
gave
said before
effort.
you are not.
At least they
Stop
gave
lying.
effort.
Keep
At least they
lying.
gave effort.
Stop lying.
I just want effort. That's all. I just want effort.
And your effort is a first round exit at best.
Exactly. Love it.
I agree with JJ, by the way.
I agree with Bijan, by the way. As much as I hate saying that,
I think if you think you have the tank, I think you need to check in your personnel. All seriousness.
Well, your personnel sucks, so if you can try to win, you still don't win. Like, my God, look at the Nets. They are trying to win, and they still can't win.
They're not trying to win.
Yes, they are.
They're
Have you
not
seen
trying to
Jordan
win.
Fernandez? He looks stressed out.
They
The
got
only
Michael
thing that
Porter
keeps
Jr.
them is
shooting
they're in
60
Brooklyn.
shots a game.
I mean,
But
the
notice-
man is
notice
losing
how
a
it's
little
very
hair he
hard
has
to tell.
left because they're that
Notice how
bad.
it's very
Like,
hard to tell, meaning that there wouldn't be any difference if you forced them to try anyway.
It's hard to tell that they're not tanking. It's hard to tell.
Yes,
It's
'cause
really
if they're
hard to
trying,
tell.
they suck.
It's
You
really
saw them
hard
at the
to tell.
beginning of the
When you
season.
were sitting there watching Michael
When they
Porter
were
Jr.
trying-
shoot over 6 guys, that's really hard to tell.
okay, because who else is going to score the ball? They only got us playmakers.
They're all in the NBA.
gentlemen,
JJ
gentlemen,
Narks
you got to
is
simmer down. I got to finish up with Julian's opinion.
Oh, we still have to go to
Yeah,
Julian.
I didn't even go to
Oh, I didn't even know
Julian.
that.
I mean, I think I've already laid everything down. I mean, listen, if it hasn't been apparently obvious already, no, tanking is not a problem. Not only is it not a problem, there is not a single solution that has been mentioned. We're all talking about how tanking is this whole, oh my God, it ruins the integrity of the game. What's the solution? What are we going to do instead? You're going to allow the good teams to get the good draft picks? Come on now, like I don't get could you, JJ, Daniel, you have any solutions?
I'm about to say, you have a lot
got
to
a
say. Why it's a
solution.
problem?
Just
What's the
try.
solution?
Just
That's not
try
a
to win
solution.
games. Just try
The
to win
Kings are
games.
trying. They're still bad.
Just try to win games. That's all. That's my.
The Pacers are
solution.
trying, and they're injured.
Have
They're
some
bad.
respect for basketball. That's my solution.
How about have respect for yourself and get that
That's not
player to
having
save your
respect for
franchise?
yourself. That's not
Don't
having
care what
respect
his
for
respect is. Respect
That's not having
yourself.
respect for
Get you a
yourself.
Darren Peterson. Get you a Karen Boozer. Get you an AJ DeBate.
Oh, not that loser.
Bijan, you're too corporate NBA.
I'm just speaking facts. If you don't like the facts, then okay, that's on you.
His
Ooh.
opinions.
I mean, no, it's facts, but with a little bit of opinion in there, sprinkled in.
Okay, that will conclude. This was a fiery end to the NBA segment. And don't forget to follow us at SportsDeskWP for updates and more. Thank you to all the cast and crew, and a big shout out to our wonderful studio manager, Al Clarke. From Studio B in Hamilton Hall, and from everyone here at the desk, I'm Tyler Cooper saying so long. See you next Friday right here on WPTV.